Hey, look, it's Letter! The guy that always rang the tower. Let's take a look at what he has to say. Yes, it's me, Letter, the bell ringer. It must be a real shock to hear me speaking for once. It wasn't that I couldn't talk all this time. I simply chose not to. After I rang that crossroad bell, deep inside me, my heart, I decided I would speak to no one. Music. But the secrets I've been guarding are now starting to leak out. Lucas, the time has come for me to tell you everything. What I'm about to tell you, you might not want to know it. Even so, you must absolutely hear it. It'll be a long story, but please listen to all of it. Okay. Given who you are and how you've lived, what I have to say will tear at your hearts, and there is so much to tell. So I decided to have the Stinkbug trembling behind me memorize everything I say. Ready, Mr. Stinkbug? Long ago there existed a world. A world different from what people on these islands think of. This world is incredibly big. Most people lived on sound and there are grains on... More people lived on this world than are grains on the Nowhere Islands. I know it may be hard to imagine, but such a world once existed. Understand? Yes. At some point the world wound up destroyed. Naturally, it was humans who destroyed it, of course. In the back of their minds, everyone had an inkling that it would happen at some point. And then it really happened. And so, the world is no more. Everything so far has been about the end of the world. Just before the end of the world, a white ship came to these islands. On it were all the people of Tasmania Village. Yes, aboard the white ships were the who managed to escape the world. People on the ship still went by their names from the previous world. This white ship plan had been set. The white ship plan had been set in place before the world was destroyed. Now, though they're part of the world, these Nowhere Islands are a special place. They were the one place that would remain, even when the world was lost. The one and only place where people could survive. And so the white ship arrived on these islands. Everything is so far has been the white ship. You understand? Have you committed everything so far to memory? The reason these islands are a special place is because they harbor a giant dragon, nearly as large as the islands themselves. Long, long ago, people lived together with the dragon. However, at some point in time, people and the dragon could no longer coexist. So, using the 7 needles, the dragon was placed in a long, long sleep by the ancestors of the Magypsy, who lived here since ancient times. Ever since, the Magypsies have guarded the needle, in an effort to prevent the dragon from being woken until its power is truly needed. Thus, until the time of its awakening, the dragon continued to sleep, with the power of the earth itself. And so, because of the tremendous energy of the dragon hidden deep below, these islands were protected from the end of the world. Everything so far has been about the dragon and the gypsies, you understand? Those who came aboard the white ship feared another end of the world more than anything else. They thought that the world's destruction was a direct result of the way they had lived. People on the white ship discussed these things at great length. They shared their wisdom and spoke with grave seriousness. And then they arrived at their conclusion. They decided to completely erase everyone's memories of the previous world, start their lives over with new rules and new roles. Yes, in short, everyone would play out the ideal story that they had to come up with. This is what happened. People will restart their lives in a simple, peaceful village, in the place they wish they had grown up in. They will erase their memories of everything. The world, their belongings, their rules, and then they would begin their new lives. Everyone's old memories would be reset, placed with the newly created story. Thus, the village of Tasmania came to begin. However, it was necessary to record the fact that the memory replacement had taken place. The Hummingbird Guide was a device used to store the memories of the white ship people, so that's why it's so important. Wes and his son, Duster, both playing the role of thieves, were set to take action should a dangerous situation occur. Remember when they went to Oso Castle? They went there to retrieve the secret of the white ship people. There's one other thing. Me. It was essential that one person retain memory of the previous world to sort of keep watch over things. I was the one person in Tazmily village of Tazmily who wasn't given a new role in this story. The sound of my bell serves as a suggestion to keep everyone's fabricated memories from reverting. My name, Letter, came from the world leader. No, that doesn't mean I was anyone special. It was just that I was particularly taller than anyone. No, really. So upon discussion, I was selected because it would be easier for me to stand out. Being so tall, people would want to come see me, you know? And so I was given the role of revealing these secrets when the time truly called for it. I think so far has been those who lost everything. Yes, we understand. Let me talk about Oso Castle. Apparently, long ago, a kingdom existed on the island, centered around the king of Oso. However, when we arrived on the light ship, the people of this kingdom were gone. Seeing that they had left the island, fearing dragon's eventual awakening someday. Before boarding the white ship, Princess Kumatora was an infant who had lost her mother and father. Upon coming to these islands, she was given to the Magypsies race and given the role of Princess of Oso Castle. Les and Duster being her retainers was another part of the fabricated story. Oso Castle is one of the few and precious relics of the island's past. We crafted our story in haste, so the people inside have very little past or history. Have you noticed no one in Tazmily can talk about things from 100 or 1,000 years ago? In truth, we had wanted to create an entire plethora of myths and legends, but our story was in such a hurry that we weren't able to. It's a real shame. I'm sure that's much of what I'm saying. You'd rather not hear. What's the truth? Have you listened to everything so far? Did you commit everything, Mr. Stinkbug? Truthfully, I had no idea how Tazmily Village would turn out. But things actually went rather well. The people who had arrived on the white ship have fully taken to their new identities. They believe they had lives together peacefully. It was when one person by the name of Porky stumbled upon these islands that everything started to go amok. He's saying he used a time disorder machine to travel through time and space at will. However, he was apparently shut out from all other times and spaces and tumbled into this era and these islands. Even worse, he used the time disorder to bring many people from other eras here. Pigmas, as well as everyone in Newport City, were all brought and brainwashed by Porky. This Porky fellow seems to view these islands as his own personal toy box, with which he can do anything he wants. He would take animals apart and recombine them to make creepy new chimeras. The childlike dictator, he began doing whatever he pleased, including building Thunder Tower and forming his own army. Porky eventually learned the white chip secret because of a traitor among the Magypsies. You understand about this intruder named Porky? The traitor was Locrea, the seventh Magypsy, and the one you haven't met yet. Locrea joined forces with Porky. Porky learned about the white chip people and the secret of the sleeping dragon. Porky decided to pull the needles to wake the dragon so he could use the power for himself. The dragon is the power of the very earth itself, you see. It's said that whoever pulls the sealing needles will become the dragon's master. However, only a very select few are capable of pulling the dragon's needles. Apparently, neither the Magypsies nor Porky have that capability. Yet the needles are being pulled now. That means Porky is somehow controlling someone who can control the dragon's power. We have to put a stop to Porky's antics. If we don't, the world will be completely destroyed again, and it will spell a true end for everything. Porky, that might be the ultimate pleasure, but we can't allow it to happen. We, the very last few people they are, absolutely can't allow that to happen. Lucas, it seems you're chosen with the ability to pull the needle sealing the dragon away. You must pull the dragon's needle with your own hands, and pass your heart to the dragon. Let this be my one and only order to you as your leader. I heard that 6 of the dragon's needles have been pulled. Deep in the earth, the dragon is likely to stir from its sleep now. Supposedly, the last needle is somewhere here in Newport. Porky has been gathering everything that lives on these islands into Newport City to prepare for the final needle's pulling. It's possible he's planning to hold one final twisted party. And now is our chance to change this looming crisis into a golden opportunity. All things may come to an end, or new and bountiful things may begin. Would you like to see that happen? And I'll see you next time, because this is one long thing. Till then.